Luggers, Eric Hosmer, and Mike Moustakas. Kansas City's lineup packs a wallop. But Rays rookie right-hander Jeremy Hellickson has his sights set on keeping those Royal bats blue and getting the Rays back on track. Rays and the Royals on Sun Sports. Tonight, the Rays march on. The 10-game homestand continues. This will be Game 7 and the first game of a 4-game series against the Kansas City Royals. The Rays are 3-3 on this homestand. They start today 11 games out of first, 10 games back in the wild card race. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to an evening of Rays baseball with Brian Anderson. I'm Dwayne Stats. Great to have you aboard. Well, tonight the Rays take on the Kansas City Royals. They're going to send Jeremy Hellickson to the hill, who pitched very well his last time out in Seattle. He got a win. In fact, he pitched 5 no-hit innings to make that start.
Yeah, and Jeremy Hellickson had much better command his last time out. That's what you're looking for, moving that fastball around, the changeup, the occasional curveball. And look what he's done in his last 6 starts here at Tropicana Field. A 4-2 record, very good ERA. The opponent's average under 200. In fact, those 2 losses that he took, the Rays scored him exactly 0 runs when he was out on the mound. So Jeremy has thrown the ball very well at home, threw well his last time out, and hope that he can keep that rolling tonight and get the Rays back in the win column.
Yeah, the Rays Rookie of the Year candidate, the first starting pitcher on the Rays staff with 10 wins, and tonight he goes for victory number 11. Our pitching matchup tonight finds Hellickson opposed by Luke Hochevar. That brought to you by Coventry Healthcare. Hochevar with a record of 8-8, but he's been pitching much better lately.
Yeah, Luke Hochevar since the All-Star break, 3-0 record, 2.70 earned run average. He really is, and he's on a 4-game winning streak. So this is a guy that went into the break not throwing the ball very well, had some time off, has popped right back out and gone right to work. And actually in that 3-game stretch, the 3 wins after the All-Star break, 1 was against his Tampa Bay Ray Ball Club.
This is an improving Kansas City Royals baseball team. They have some solid young talent. They're looking for that starting pitching to step up, and if they do, they're going to be a team to be reckoned with. When we come back, Todd Callis takes a close look at Operation Helping Hand and an appearance here at the ballpark.
Getting ready for the first of 4 to wrap up this longest homestand of the year. Rays so far 3-3. They need to win the series to win this, to have a winning homestand. Now, yesterday, a very special day here at Tropicana Field. Operation Helping Hand was here. In fact, Lieutenant Colonel Ty Edwards of the Marines and his son Mason were able to throw out the first pitch. A very touching moment there on the field. And now a closer look at what the people at Operation Helping Hand do, led by Bob Sila.
Operation Helping Hand started in 2004 to help the wounded and injured being treated right here in Tampa. That's the only ones we handle. They're all active duty, and all the people here today are active duty. What we do is anything they need, whether it be cash support of any kind, Operation Helping Hand is there to help them.
Mason, you're never quite sure what's going to happen when you get out there on the mound in front of all the fans. How did it go? Were you excited?
Yeah, I was real excited, but a little bit nervous.
Well, you did really well, and the crowd gave you guys a standing ovation. So thank you both for being here.
Thanks.
And over the years, we've helped over 600 patients, and it looks like we're going to be doing this for quite a while. So this is the least we can do for them by bringing them to a raised game, and we're going to do it once more this year. So we'll just keep giving them all the support we can.
OperationHelpingHandTampa.com. Make sure you go there and learn more about an unbelievable organization. We're ready for baseball on a Monday night. 3 minutes, 15 seconds away. The birthday boy, Dwayne Stats, in high definition. And oh, by the way, Brian Anderson will be along as well.
Auto Nation, the largest automotive retailer in the country, so we can do big things. By AT&T, by Coventry Healthcare of Florida, lighting the way to better health, and by Toyota, moving forward. Rays and the Kansas City Royals tonight, beginning a 4-game series. The Rays at 3-3. On this homestand, let's take a look at the Kansas City lineup. Alex Gordon leads it off. Melky Cabrera in center hits second. The DH is Billy Butler. Eric Hosmer is at first base hitting cleanup in front of the right fielder Jeff Francoeur. Johnny Giafatella is at second base, just up from the minor leagues. He'll hit sixth in front of the third baseman Mike Moustakas. Mercedes Escobar is the shortstop. Manny Pena is the catcher. He will hit ninth.
Well, Jeremy Hellickson will be taking the mound tonight for the Tampa Bay Rays, facing this all-name Kansas City Royal team. That'll be his 20th start of the season. He has the one complete game. 10-7 record, 3.15 earned run average. Threw the ball very well in July. Had just 4 starts, but went 3-0 with an ERA just a touch over 3. Let's take a quick look at the Rays defense as it lines up left to right in the outfield. Desmond Jennings, B.J. Upton, and Matt Joyce. Across the infield, third to first, Evan Longoria, Sean Rodriguez, Ben Zobrist, and Casey Kochman. Behind the plate tonight for the Rays will be Robinson Chirinos.
We're all set to play baseball. Hellickson all set. Here's the first pitch to Alex Gordon, and it's a strike call down around the knees, so we're underway right on time. Angel Campos is calling the balls and strikes tonight. And a shot toward left center. Well hit, one hop and to the wall. Upton will play the carom, and Gordon is in with a stand-up double to start this game. That's his 35th double of the year, and now he's in a tie with Ben Zobrist for the Major League lead.
Well, a great approach right here. The first pitch was a fastball on the outside corner at the knees. This one a little bit further up in the zone, and Gordon puts a nice swing on it. Shoots that ball the other way with some power. Puts himself right out in the scoring position to start the ball game.
Now it's Melky Cabrera, who's had a very good year with the Kansas City Royals. And the pitch is a strike at the knees.
Well, the one thing, if you're Jeremy Hellickson, you're encouraged by a couple of the strike calls here by Angel Campos. Those balls are down right at the knees, outside corner. Looks like that pitch is going to be a strike tonight. That bodes well for Jeremy if he can keep his command up.
And a ground ball right side. That's going to go through. Joyce with the pickup. They're going to hold Gordon. And it will be first and third with nobody out.
Well, Alex Gordon right there. You saw Melky Cabrera get out and around that baseball trying to hit it to the right side. And I think that Alex Gordon thought that the infield, it was going to stay in the infield because he takes a straight line to third base and then is not able to round it once he realizes the ball got into the outfield. It was an odd angle over there. So he was then held up.
So a first and third, nobody out situation. And here's Billy Butler. Butler, the designated hitter, comes in with 61 runs batted in. So Hellickson right away in trouble here in the first. 4 pitches into this start.
Well, and that was a good at-bat there, too, by Melky Cabrera, because you saw that he was attempting to have a productive at-bat. That swing, Melky Cabrera's got a pretty compact, short swing, wants to drive the ball gap to gap, and he literally tried to pull that ball over to the right side on purpose to at least advance the runner. It was able to squeeze it through.
Pop fly, shallow right center. Joyce is there to make the catch. Gets rid of the ball back to the infield in a hurry with the runners holding at first and third.
You know, we talk about having productive at-bats, not to beat this to death, but watch Melky Cabrera really go out and wrap around this baseball. It's a changeup, really got extended and hooked that ball on purpose. Right there, that's all he was trying to do. It's exactly what you would like out of your, well, everybody in your lineup, but especially a 2-hole guy after a leadoff double.
Yeah, he's had a very good year over at Kansas City, really, I think, trying to make the point that he is an outfielder and a productive hitter to be reckoned with. Eric Hosmer, and he hits a short fly ball into left. That's going to fall for a base hit. And Gordon scores. Cabrera to second. Hosmer drives in the run. 1-0 Kansas City.
Well, that will incense a pitcher. Jeremy Hellickson is fuming right now. Makes a good pitch, fools Hosmer. And look at that. I mean, just a little check swing. Oops. There's the changeup. Look at it, keeping this ball down and away right where you'd like it. Doesn't even want to swing at it. And instead drops it in for an RBI single.
So a first inning run, and now it's Jeff Francoeur. Waiting and pops it up. Breaking pitch, foul, out of play. Strike one. Francoeur has put together a solid year for Kansas City. Too low. 1-1. Cabrera, the runner, at second base. Hosmer at first. It's 1-2. Change up. Right-hander. It's over a new baseball. Cut and miss. Francoeur is out on strikes. Hellickson chalks up his first strikeout. Got him on a fastball.
Yeah, he just overpowered him. I mean, this ball's out over the plate. Trying to throw it in. That ball stays middle, but he gets it up above the bat of Francoeur. See the hands drop. Just not able to get there in time. That's a huge swing by Jeff Francoeur. Really doesn't take anything off that swing. 2 strikes or not, and it cost him there.
But it's going to bring up the rookie second baseman, Johnny Giavotella. Just 11 at-bats and 5 hits already, including a home run and 2 doubles.
You know, what often happens so many times with rookies when they come to the big leagues, you know, you don't really know a whole lot about them, so it's just going to be fastball down and away. Let's see how they react and go from there. And a lot of times they rack up some early hits.
Pitch pops out of the mid. Chirinos hits a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, the word on Giavotella is that he can be a tough out. He's more of an offensive player than a defensive player. He's only 23 years old and has put together some pretty good numbers in the minor leagues. And getting a shot here for the first time in the big leagues with Kansas City. Cut. And out in front of the change.
Let's take a look at this. Way out in front of the change. Good location, good arm action. Look at the front hips gone. Just pulls completely off that pitch.
Now fouls it back. The one thing the Royals have really liked about him from the time they first signed him, he's a guy who works hard, applies himself, and while he's got a pretty good bat, they think he's got a chance to. Some players just force their way into a situation and almost by the strength of their will turn out to be good enough defenders to get a lot of playing time. They're hoping that's the case with him.
They know that he's going to put the work in, like you said. I mean, that's the key.
Down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
They feel like offensively he's ready, and he's more of an offensive player than defense. you know, becomes trying to soften up the hands, the footwork, create some range, and that's just going out there and taking ground ball after ground ball. And they know that he will put the work in and do whatever it takes to maximize the abilities that he has.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And he takes that one pretty close. Did he go? He held up. And the count is 3-2. Take a look at that swing.
Ball down and in. He definitely held up.
Some in the Kansas City system that think that he might be Dustin Pedroia doppelganger. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And he got it. Swing and a miss. Hellickson with a couple strikeouts to get out of that spot. 1 run scored. Rays are coming in to hit.
Audio programming, SAP, brought to you by Coventry Healthcare of Florida.
Well, the Rays come in to hit in the bottom of the first. Desmond Jennings going to lead it off, followed by Johnny Damon and Evan Longoria. Zobrist, Coxman, and Upton 4, 5, and 6. Matt Joyce hit 7th. Robinson Chirinos 8th. Sean Rodriguez, the number 9 hitter. And here's Jennings. Taking the first pitch, and it's a strike on the outside edge.
And they will be facing right-hander Luke Koshaver, making his 24th start of the season, even up record ERA a tad under 5.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Come on, Bobby!
There are the numbers for Koshaver. It's going to be in there for a strike call. 1 and 2.
He's thrown the ball much better since the All-Star break. He's had 4 starts. He's won 3 of them.
And with that improvement from Koshaver, the Kansas City Royals are over 500 since the All-Star break. Pitching has been a concern for them. Team ERA is 13th in the league.
Yes.
Jennings fouls one out of play. We'll take a look at what Koshaver has done before and after the All-Star break.
Yeah, and that last start going into the All-Star break, he gave up 6 earned and 3 2/3 against the Tigers. Boy, and then came out smoking. 4 starts, 1-3.
Chop, it'll be a foul ball.
You know, the big problem area for Luke Koshaver in the first half, and actually even in the game against the Rays that he did pick up a win after the All-Star break, is the big inning. It's cruising along, things are going well, he's got good stuff, he'll look dominant, and then all of a sudden, 1 inning, he will implode.
And a cut and a miss by Jennings. He's out on strikes, missing a fastball.
And that's where you see the stuff. I mean, that is a nasty, late-moving 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Desmond Jennings thinks he's going to be able to get extended on this, and then watch him get all tied up as this ball moves back in. See how he had to pull those hands in. The right hand had to come off the bat. He thought he was going to be able to reach out there and drive that ball, and before you know it, he got absolutely tied up.
First pitch to Johnny Damon is a strike. Out in front. 0-2.
There's that
good pitch right there.
Occasional changeup. Yeah, he throws fastball, cutter, slider, curveball, more curveballs to the lefties, sliders to the righties, and then that changeup.
The changeup is not something that you've seen a lot from him, but that was a very good one there.
Yeah, you wonder why. Absolutely. He had good arm speed. There was that good late finish on it. But you're right, does not throw that very much.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
You may see it again right here.
It comes tight to the fastball. It's 3-2. The pitch is fouled away. We'll see another 3-2 pitch. Miss. Well, he made some good pitches here to Jennings and Johnny Damon.
Well, we saw 2 four-seamers, or at least pitches that didn't move that much in on Damon off the plate. And then here comes another sinker. Watch the late finish. See that late little dip at the end. It gets it under the bat of Johnny Damon. How many times we talk about the fastball down and into a lefty? Very dangerous. But boy, that kind of finish puts him away.
Here's Evan Longoria going after the first pitch and lifting a high fly ball back into right. Francoeur makes the catch. 1-2-3 go the Rays. 1-0 Kansas City at the end of 1. Go to the second. The Rays 1-2 so far against the Royals in what will be a 7-game season series. Our Toyota inside look. In recent times, the Rays have been pretty dominant in this season series against Kansas City, particularly here at Tropicana Field.
Wow, that is interesting.
The pitch is inside.
Yeah, that goes back a few years.
Sure does.
That's a nice, that's some kind of trend. Look at that, is right.
Good starting pitching against
Well, I know
this team.
I'll sleep well tonight.
Pitch is a strike at the knees. Well, we all need to get our rest. And I'm comforted knowing that you will sleep well tonight.
I slept well last night.
Well, I got you. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Do you?
Maybe not. Maybe I would rather not know. That's how to play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hellickson gave up a run in the first. Kansas City collected 3 hits. Cut a miss for Stockus out on the changeup.
Well, Jeremy's got a good one going tonight. Got Giovitella on it. Comes right here to start the second inning. Look at the finish on it. The change of speed, everything. Good location.
Now Alcides Escobar. The pitch is a strike. Hitting .247. And he has been fun to watch for the Kansas City fans, defensively especially. It's a 1-1 count. Out front. The count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hellickson with the 10 wins and an impressive .315 earned run average. Making a run at the rookie award, and he has Escobar out on strikes. Do him another changeup. That's 4 strikeouts. 4 strikeouts in a row.
Well, did we mention the changeup's pretty good tonight? To the righties and to the lefties, able to locate that pitch to both sides of the plate. That's what makes him so dangerous. And you know what? He will use that changeup in on the righties and also in on the lefties. He throws that thing both sides. Great arm action. It's just like the fastball and a very effective pitch for Hellickson.
Now there's Manny Pena, the catcher, and the first pitch he takes low and outside. A ball and no strikes. Pena's 3 out of 11. The Kansas City Ball Club, they like the way he catches. It'll be fun to watch him tonight. Our first look at him. High popper up the right side. Kochman and Zobrist. Zobrist down there and right down into the bullpen. Wasn't quite sure of where he was and just got a little piece of it, but could not hold it.
Yeah, Ben Zobrist ran a long way, and then watch him gator arm it. As he gets ready, kind of tucks that thing back in. Not quite full extension, and right off the end of the glove.
Pena back in here with a count of 1-1. He's out front. Change up again. He'll take a little time to think that one over.
Yeah,
Pena.
that's a good changeup. I think we've already said that 4 or 5 times.
This one upstairs, fastball up there, and he held up.
Well, you know what that changeup also does is it makes the fastball more effective because it's so good and it's such a carbon copy, the look of the changeup, that all of a sudden a 92-mile-an-hour fastball looks like it's 95 to these hitters. I mean, it jumps on them quick after seeing the change.
It's up the right side. Out of play. Just back and forth. And the occasional breaking ball in there. A lot of back and forth.
And that's all you have to do. All you're trying to do is get the hitter out of rhythm. You want to throw off his timing. So instead of everything, working together, the hitter's all synced up, the front foot comes down, the hands come through, explodes through the baseball. You want to throw off the timing so you get an awkward swing, a ball off the end of the bat, a ball off the handle.
And he takes this one low, tracking that changeup all the way in, and it dropped just low, says Angel Campos. So it's a full count. And it's down a fastball, and he gives up his first walk.
That was a nice at-bat there by Pena, really working the at-bat, fouling off some pitches, taking some tough ones there. 2 strikes, earning that walk.
The Kansas City catchers aboard, and now Alex Gordon. Gordon opened the game with a double, hit the second pitch offered into left center field for a 2-base hit. Scored on the swing from Eric Hosmer. Pitch is fouled the other way, and that's into the seats for a strike. It's the first start Hellickson has made against Kansas City. It's fouled. Curveball. 0-2. Kansas City at 49 and 65. Pitch is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Over the recent years, the road has been a difficult place for the Royals to play. They're 18 and 33 on the road this year, but they've been a little better lately on the road. Ned Yost, their skipper. First, back end is Pena. A 1-2 count to Alex Gordon. It's popped back of third, foul. Longoria cannot catch up to that one as it one hops into the stands. Holding the count on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit 268 on the road. Pretty consistent home and away with the offense. 4th overall in the American League in team average.
Now, offensively, they've done a nice job. I mean, 3rd in doubles in the American League. They're 6th in runs scored. Haven't hit too many home runs.
That's why they think if they can solidify their starting pitching, they think they can be pretty good.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you could see it. A lot of these, offensive players up and coming, young, still learning the game. And they don't have the big power numbers as far as the home run goes, but they will steal 2nd in the American League in stolen bases.
2-2, and it's pretty close, down a bit. So it's a full count.
Yeah, these last couple Royal hitters have put a pretty good at-bat on Jeremy Hellickson. Tough pitch to lay off of right there. We've already seen that Angel Campos will call the ball down.
is out on strikes. He came right back with a changeup. Strikes out the side. All on changeups. 5 strikeouts for Hellickson. You got Moustakas on a changeup to start the inning. Follow that, struck out Escobar, swinging on a change, and Gordon to end it. 1-0 Kansas City.
Thing in tonight's game and all season long, Tires Plus will donate $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Tampa Bay Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida.
Ben Zobrist will open the home half of the second. Then Casey Kochman, who's second in the league in hitting, by the way, to start play tonight. And they'll be followed by Upton. Ben takes the first pitch for a strike. Zobrist hitting .278, 64 runs batted in. Down in the count of Hochhaver.
Another good fastball there by Hochhaver with good late movement on it. Ben Zobrist, a very good fastball hitter. Likes that ball away from him where he could get some extension, and he swung right over the top of that pitch because of that late movement. Something we have seen from Hochhaver here in the early going.
And Ben is out on strikes, and boy, I'll tell you, Hochhaver's really looking good tonight.
Yeah, well, that's the backdoor cutter. This ball never found the outside corner, which is what he was trying to do. He's trying to cut it backdoor, but Ben Zobrist trying to protect. See that ball trying to get there, doesn't quite, and Ben with the emergency hack trying to protect out there, and he misses it.
So 3 strikeouts for Hochhaver. And a line drive base hit on the first pitch to Kochman, and a quick throw to first by Francoeur trying to get Kochman. Well, he hit that ball so hard, and Kochman waves Francoeur off out there in right field. He's taking a look back at him going, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's a Little League play. Casey Kochman avoiding a very embarrassing. He hit that ball so hard, though. Why not? You come up. This is an outfield that leads all of Major League in assists. Francoeur is second with 12. You see, well, there you go. And Alex Gordon, number 1 with 18, making that transition out to left field. So you get a ball shot to you like that, better believe it. Take a shot at it.
Here's Upton. He takes the pitch inside. Yeah, well, that might motivate Kochman to try to get his second stolen base of the year now. So what are you doing? Casey jumped on a fastball that continues to swing. A very solid bat. There's a base hit into left by Upton. Huntsman stops at second. So the Rays with a couple of back-to-back hits in the second inning.
Now you talk about Hochevar and innings starting to come apart on him. You look at when nobody on base, teams hitting 237 off of him. Then you get runners on, it gets just under 300, and then runners in scoring possession 314. So you can see as guys get out there, the batting average goes up, and that's where you get the big innings.
And Joyce took a pretty good cut at a pitch right there. He liked that fastball. Strike one.
Well, last couple of Rays hitters aggressive early in the count, taking some big swings. Hochevar is in attack mode, so they're trying to match the intensity.
Upstairs, the lefties are hitting 295 off him. But as we pointed out since the All-Star break, he's been a little different pitcher. He's been much better. And a strike call.
But that was another one of those changeup. That was very good. It buckled Matt Joyce. Very rarely do you see a hitter get buckled on a changeup, and Matt's knees kind of locked up.
So Joyce with a couple of home runs off Hochevar. Count still 1-2. Hochevar gave up 2 home runs to the Rays in Kansas City. They were back-to-back, Longoria and Joyce. Joyce hit that one out and down the right field line in Kansas City.
Well, that was that inning where it really came apart on him. He was throwing the ball well. Had a 5-1 lead going into the 6th inning. He retired Ben Zobrist to start that inning off, and then a 4-pitch walk to Kochman, a 2-0 home run to Longoria, and then followed up by the 2-0 home run to Matt Joyce. Gave up an infield single to B.J. Upton, and then hit Sam Fuld after B.J. stole second base. So you're talking about coming apart quickly. Ended up getting the win because he left with a 5-4 lead, and the bullpen hung on.
And the pitch is down and in. 2-2. Down his offense added a few runs.
Yeah, they tacked on quite a few.
Ended up there.
10-4.
It's inside. Pretty good at bat here by Joyce. A full count. Man's had a couple pitches he really liked and put good swings on them. And now it's a full count. Kansas City scored a run in the first. That's it so far. We're in the bottom of the second inning. The other thing Hochevar has had problems with, he's been pretty good to start games. First 3 innings or so, and you get him beyond the 4th, and some of his numbers start to really escalate. Joyce has made him work here in the second inning. 3-2. Ground ball, foul outside of first. Shaver, 4 consecutive wins. He has 3 no decisions mixed in there, but 4 straight wins to go 8-8. And again, the 3-2 on its way. Joyce fouls it one more time up the right side. So this will be at least a 9-pitch at bat. You're going to go through the signs again.
Oh, man, maybe another visit.
Yep. 3-2. And he got him. A wave and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for Hochevar.
I'll tell you what a tough pitch there by Hochevar. He is throwing him everything. The cutters, the changeup, the fastball, and now he comes to the slider down and in. That is perfectly placed. Big pitch there in a full count with runners aboard.
Oh, Robinson Chirinos up to him. The Rays are to continue this inning and cash in on the opportunity. He takes a strike. Slider to the right-handed hitting catcher. Count is 0-2.
You saw that graphic there. Chirinos last 10 days, American League hitting .438, second only to Hideki Matsui, who we've seen he hasn't slowed down since the All-Star break. But Chirinos, mixed in all those hits, have been some very clutch hits for the Rays, driving in big runs.
He's out on strikes this time, an 0-2 fastball. So Hochevar strikes out the side. Rays lead 2 and trail 1-0.
By a run. Well, here's tonight's AutoWay text poll question. Text your vote 789-789. Standard message and data rates apply. What sub 500 team is the closest to turning it around? TB1, these Royals. TB2, the A's, who just left town. TB3, the Mariners, who we saw not that long ago. And TB4, the Orioles, who we will see coming up at a later date.
Yeah, we see the Orioles quite a lot.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I didn't have the exact dates in front of me. So
they're coming up.
They are. And that's how I knew they were coming up, because it's a divisional opponent.
Here's Melky Cabrera going after the first pitch, and he pops it up. Zobrist making the catch. Well, Hellickson had retired the last 5 men. The last 5 outs had come on strikeouts on the changeup. He gets Cabrera on the pop-up. Hellickson struck out the side and walked a man in the second. Shaver struck out the side and gave up 2 hits in the second. Here's Billy Butler. Pitch is a strike. Butler hitting .290 now after the fly ball to right his first time up. With 13 home runs, 61 runs batted in. 1 ball, 1 strike. His power numbers, the home run numbers, not helped by his home ballpark.
No, we were just there, and very big. Plays very big in the gaps, especially. Center field's a poke.
Shoots it into left center field, hit it hard. That ball is going to roll between Jennings and Upton. Jennings all the way to the wall to get it, and Butler has himself a double. Well, that's how hard this guy can hit the ball. And he got that in between 2 speedy outfielders and on a surface that is notoriously slow, as it turns out. He still gets it to the wall.
That's how hard. Yeah, it's a ball that the shortstop's going to die for. I mean, this ball is smoked right through the infield and just gone. And you're right, Dwayne. That is a slow surface. Jennings and BJ can run.
Here's Eric Hosmer. He has the run batted in for Kansas City. Takes a big cut and comes up empty on the changeup. Strike 1.
Like most young power hitters, Hosmer, a very good fastball hitter, so you can expect that Jeremy Hellickson is going to sprinkle that fastball in. But the changeup, even though he did get a hit, an RBI single his first time up, that was an excuse me, it wasn't even a swing. Just hit the bat happened to get into the zone. The ball made contact with it and fell in left field. But you can expect that as a pitch that Hellickson will use often against Hosmer, is that changeup.
And a strike at the knees on a fastball that time. So he sprinkled that one in there, and it's ahead of him 0-2.
And he surprised him. I mean, you got the changeup your first at bat. You swung, looked bad on a changeup the first pitch of your second at bat, and then all of a sudden he throws a fastball, catches a lot of play, the pitch you'd love to swing at, and you're just taken off guard. That's pitching.
And a swing and a miss on the curveball. How about that? Changeup, fastball, curveball. Now, what's in his mind?
Exactly. That was a clinic as far as the sequence goes. Back door nonetheless, breaking it right down middle. Look at the swing. Hosmer took 2 swings in that at bat. They were both very similar and awkward.
There's Jeff Francoeur. Francoeur struck out his first time. Takes a big cut. Trying to lift the fastball and missed it. Strike 1. Six early strikeouts here for Hellickson. Another big cut. 0-2.
Boy, it looks like these fastballs are just flat out beating Francoeur. He's got that big swing, big swing. Right now it looks a little bit long. And Hellickson's putting 92 and pumping it right by him.
A 2-strike count. Bounds it off his foot. A couple of fastballs and then a changeup. Easy to see how Hellickson can be frustrating to a lineup with what he's showing out there again tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it starts with the fastball in and out, that good changeup. Flipped a couple of curveballs in there. It's a great effect.
time called and granted by Angel Campos. Minnesota leads Boston. Twins bat in the bottom of the third, leading 3-1. And a swing and a miss. Threw him a breaking ball. So he's got them all into play. 7 strikeouts now for Hellickson. Bottom of the third coming, 1-0 Kansas City.
As Desmond Jennings will bat second in the inning, and we are here in the family section. Desmond Jennings' family right behind me, Edmund and Paulette Jennings, the parents. We're going to talk to Paulette. Tell us who else is here from Birmingham, a little 9-hour drive down.
Okay, these are my cousins, Alicia, Donnie, and Danielle Singleton.
How exciting is it for the family to see Desmond not just play once in a while like last year, but get a chance to go in there every day?
It's very exciting. I'm so proud of him. It's very exciting.
When he was growing up, going to Pinson Valley High School, and then he was a star at the junior college level, both in baseball and in football, did you think baseball would be his choice?
No, I really thought football was his choice. But, you know, by him playing all 3 sports, you know, he just had 3 choices. So
he really wanted to go to Alabama and play football, but after he got drafted, he decided to stick with baseball.
So you guys are all big Crimson Tide fans, I take it?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Now, you've already got the Brazier hat, Edmund. So you already got the Brazier hat, the Tampa Bay special hat. So you're ready to go here. When you watch Desmond, does he seem more comfortable to you this year than his?
Sure, he do. Yeah. Better than last year.
very.
We're going to watch him right here, guys, with the family. 1 out here in the 3rd inning, and Desmond's batting. So back to you, Dwayne.
All right, TK, very good. Proud parents there. Here is Desmond Jennings. The pitch is low, a ball and no strikes. That strikeout of Sean Rodriguez, so 6 strikeouts for Hochevar and 7 on the night for Hellickson. A little ground ball hit to the right side. Picked up by the second baseman and the toss to first in time. So Desmond out of there, 4-3. Giovatella throws him out.
Both of these pitchers here in the early going showing some really good stuff. I mean, Hochevar's been working that good sinker and the late movement on it. That's what he got Sean Rodriguez with. Got a couple guys on that. That sinker down in the zone and just swinging right over the top of and really tying some right-handers up with it.
Johnny Damon, wow.
How about that's a cutter? I mean, he loves the fastball cutter combo. He gets a lot of ground balls tonight, racking up the strikeouts. But look at this thing just take off in the swing. I mean, we have seen some awkward swings here in the first 3 innings by both teams.
And now that's a strike.
You wonder, too, Johnny Damon's been battling that wrist and hand problem after he was hit by Liriano in Minnesota. And you take a swing like that, may not feel real good.
A ball and 2 strikes. Two and two. Ground ball to second. Givatella up with this one, and he throws out Damon. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. We're headed into the 4th inning. 1-0 Kansas City. And it's time for the AT&T trivia question of the night. Apparently not interested in the trivia question, those youngsters. Who was the first Royals player to homer here at Tropicana Field? The first Royals player did a home run at the Trop. We go to the 4th. Givatella is a bunt and a pretty good one. Barehanded pickup by Longoria, and Evan made a nice play right there. Hellickson cleared out, and Longoria throws out the Kansas City second baseman.
Well, Longoria, quick break in. So did Jeremy Hellickson, but you could hear up here Evan calling Jeremy off, saying, I got it, I got it. And that's when you see Jeremy peel off right there, let it roll by. Nicely done. I'll tell you, makes him one of the best defensive third baseman in the game. That ability to charge balls and field them bare hand with the glove.
Yeah, that's one of the plays that really separates the excellent third baseman from the rest of them. A guy who can easy for me to say, who can consistently make that play. Like Moustakas, 1-0 the count to him. And it's foul out of play up the right side, deep but well foul. And it's 1-1. 7 strikeouts here as we play 1 out into the 4th. Hellickson had 10 against the Angels and 9 against Cincinnati, both coming here at the Trop this year. And And a wave and a miss. Moustakas out in front of the changeup. Twins have added a run on Boston. Jason Kubel has hit a home run off Tim Wakefield. It's 4-1. Minnesota, the Twins batting in the bottom of the fourth. Little number. Hellickson bare hands it. Sets and throws, and that takes care of Moustakas. Hellickson to Kochman. 2 up, 2 down.
Now get ready to save the day on Sunday, August the 21st with a superhero action figure of David Price featuring his Superdog Astro presented by Metro PCS. You definitely want to pick that up, that dynamic duo up. Wow, you absolutely have to pick it up. So you visit RaysBaseball.com to get your tickets today. It's thrown off there by the dynamic duo.
Yeah, look at that.
Thought that was trademarked.
It's a bunt attempt by Escobar, and it's fouled. That's a strike. So circle that date.
Yeah, the
Big circle on
21st.
your calendar. At the 21st of August, the Mariners will be in here.
David Price's dog Astro,
Yep.
and David Price in full onesie.
And if they leave that out there for that game, I mean, that combination, particularly with his dog Astro, that could be an intimidation factor with Ichiro out there. There's a ball hitting that direction. He may not want to go after it with that duo out there.
Yeah, there you go.
See? That's a fierce looking animal.
Anything for home field advantage.
Yeah. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That actually's got a chance to be I think that's got a chance to be a great collector's item.
Yeah, why wouldn't it? I mean, especially with Astro.
Yeah.
There you go.
See? That's a unique offering. Two balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, you know, yesterday when we had all those questions.
Yeah.
What can you not live without?
Yes.
Astro.
That's right.
That was his answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, there you go. This just proves it.
Foul ball. Even in animation land, there you go.
That was still only the second best answer.
It was.
Because the number 1 answer of what can you not live without
I'm right
belonged
there
to
with you.
Kelly Shopping.
Yep.
I think the best answer.
I couldn't agree more.
May have to roll that in later.
We probably have that available at almost any time. 2-2 the count. A little tap to third. Longoria with the throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 fourth. Bottom half of the inning coming. It's a 1-0 game, Kansas City. All hail Astro.
Whew. I don't know.
Oh, probably the Xbox.
Astra, my dog.
Probably my Bible.
One? Food?
I mean, that makes me laugh every time.
He's like he's the anchor of that whole run. You know, they're all good. I mean, Damon's was pretty good to begin with, but right there, Shopping just nails it. Evan Longoria, the pitch to Evan is a strike. Home half of the fourth is underway. Put in a bit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hochshaver, and we've seen him in the past over the last couple of years, but the game he's pitching right now, a little tap foul. This is a mature pitcher on the mound right now.
And you know what I was going to go with? Confident.
Yep.
He is pitching with extreme confidence. You could just tell his body language. He's eager to get back up on the rubber. He's in attack mode. And I don't mean just with the stuff, but he is really bearing down on these hitters, even trying to quick pitch them now. But, yeah, you're absolutely right. And I think that's part of the maturing process. But he does look like a very confident guy who likes what he's featuring tonight, the little string of starts that he's been able to put together here. Last few.
Yeah, this is as good as we've seen him. A base hit. Longoria shoots it into center field. Cabrera cuts it off. So the Rays have a leadoff base hit in the fourth. And let's get the answer to our AT&T trivia question. Who was the first Royals player to hit a home run here at Tropicana Field? Well, that would be Johnny Damon. Happened to be a grand slam on May the 14th, 1998. Take a look at this. Comes off the knuckleballer into Springer. Ben Zobrist takes a pitch down. A ball and no strikes. And there he is now. Hey, he was pretty aggressive and attacked the ball then, the way he attacks the ball now when he's in the batter's box. Broken bat, ground ball short. Escobar steps on the bag and goes to first with the throw. Barreled into the bat down in the runner's lane, about 4/5 of the way up the first base line.
Well, that ball bends over right off the end of the bat. Royals had him positioned perfectly up the middle. Escobar fielded that ball, took it himself, and 2 quick ones. And that's something that Hochshaver, because of his ground ball, the good sinker, he gets a lot of those. That's his 17th ground ball double play this year. Good sinker. Main reason why.
Little chop. This is a backhand play and a turn, and what a play by Gio Villatella. Kochman is out of there. Look at this.
Lead for the Kansas City Royals. Well, I'd like to take this opportunity now to wish my partner, Dwayne Stats, a very happy birthday.
Uh-oh.
How about it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, thank you.
You want another bro hug? In the office?
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
here,
boy.
buddy. Yeah, come on. There we go.
There you go.
Fire?
My tie's on fire, did you say?
Wow, look at that.
How about it?
Hey, cake for everybody.
You know what? I think that, yeah, and the plate's cold, too, so maybe some little special surprise in there.
Oh, wow.
How about it?
Let's go to the 5th here. And Jennings is there to take care of that.
Well, Dwayne, now it's time for the Keep Your Edge Spotlight, brought to you by Just for Men Mustache and Beard.
I'm Dwayne Stats with Larry Durker on hand here in the Astrodome for this final game of the series. And Larry, 2 right-handers, Nolan Ryan for the Astros and Marty Bystrom from the Phillies. For Larry Durker and G. Nelson, I'm Dwayne Stats. Thanks for being with us all season long. We've enjoyed bringing you this exciting season, and we're looking forward to the 1981 campaign.
That's ridiculous.
That is outstanding. And you know what? Just as Dwayne Stats gives our broadcast team the edge, you can keep your edge with Just for Men, Mustache and Beard.
Oh,
and at
man.
least the mustache version, you've been keeping that edge for what, 35, 40, 50 years now?
Yeah, just as soon as I got out of grade school. Middle school, it was really a hit.
Hopefully the pacifier was gone at that time.
Yeah. Here's a ground ball. Gordon grounds out to Zobrist at second. 2 gone. Yeah.
With Steve Stone and our producer-director, Audie Harris, Dwayne Stats with you on a festive night at Wrigley Field, moving into the 4th, and the Cubs are out in front 3-1.
They're out in front. Dwayne is celebrating a birthday. What could be better than a birthday under the lights?
Boy, we've
Happy
got
birthday.
it tonight. Well, thank you very much. Here's Lance Parrish taking a strike.
This is completely ridiculous.
Parrish, James, and then Jordan.
And
The fact that you invited all these people to your birthday party is just a testament to your generosity.
Just a few intimate friends, that's all.
In a tux.
Hey, it's a special night.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. You don't get many of those.
A couple of different aspects.
Here is Melky Cabrera, 1-0. Yeah, this is just completely out of line because we're trying to cover a game.
Oh, don't go there. Don't go there. I mean, some of the things that you and I talk about.
Oh, man. Oh, a shot to deep center. Upped it a long way, and it's off his glove as he tried to climb the wall. Cabrera's in at second with the double. So, I'll tell you, BJ went all the way back to the right of that 404 sign. And had he made this catch, this would have been an unbelievable grab, and he got a glove on that, I think.
Well, this ball, yeah, and look at, he's got to turn his back to it, and it did hit right off the glove. Can't expect him to make that play. That ball was scorched.
So a 2-out double by Cabrera. And now it's Billy Butler. Butler had a double in the 3rd.
We gonna blow out that candle anytime soon, buddy? I mean, it's starting to drip wax into our cake.
Fire make you nervous?
Well, not at all. Especially if it's over in the corner of the room.
There's a swing and a foul ball. Let's strike the count here to Butler. Look at that.
It's flaming up.
Yeah.
Is this your little protest? You're not going to play now? Not going to play nice?
You know, this in the aftermath of a hug. You're hard to live with now. There's a fly ball to center field. Upton going back on the track, and he makes the catch. And so that is out number 3 here in the top of the 5th. Thank you guys very much. You guys are just the best. How about that? Subway. Eat fresh. And buy your local Southern Ford dealers. Ball game moves into the bottom of the fifth, and here's B.J. Upton to lead it off. Pitch is low. Boy, Upton almost made one heck of a catch on that ball. Hit deep to center by Cabrera. Cut the miss by B.J., and the count is now 1-1. Well, we want to thank Jackie Van Sant of center plate for sending up this not only what's going to turn out to be a delicious cake, but beautiful to look at as well.
Yeah, that was some cake. Wow.
Two and one to count. Upton laid off the off-speed pitch. And a liner into left center field over the head of Escobar. B.J. has himself a single, and he is 2 for 2.
Well, B.J. swung and missed, pulled off of one of these curveballs earlier in the at-bat. This one, he does a better job, stays on it, is able to get enough lift to get it over the head of Escobar and out into left field. Follow that pitch right down.
That's a good job.
That was a very nice job.
Well, Matt Joyce. Matt up there in the second inning with runners at first and second, and had an extended at bat against O'Shaver. Struck out on a slider. With a lead. The pitch hit on the ground to second. Vitello goes to Escobar and back to first, and they get the double play. 4-6-3. So the Rays lose the leadoff base runner.
Well, again, another ground ball double play by O'Shaver. That good sinker tonight. One of these the last couple of innings. Nicely turned. Good feed by Vitello. Whatever. I'm all confused now.
That's a good state to be in. 1-0 the count to Robinson Chirinos. Takes a pitch down, and it's 2-0. A 1-0 ball game as we play in the bottom of the fifth. Two and one. Harper foul outside of third. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kansas City scored a run in the first, driven in by Eric Hosmer on a check swing. Bloop base hit to left. Chirinos takes it down and in. Count is full. Chopper to third, charged by Moustakas. His throw is on the money at first. No runs, a hit. Double play, nobody left. We're through 5, 1-0. Kansas City.
Changing that score, the Royals up 1-0. Experience a Rays game from the all-inclusive Whitney Bank Club, offering extraordinary seating and luxurious lounge and dining areas. The Whitney Bank Club features an upscale full menu buffet and inclusive drink options. Call 888-FAN-RAYS or go to raysbaseball.com to purchase tickets or just for more information.
Eric Hosmer steps in to begin the 6th inning. First pitch is a curveball for a strike. In the third, Hellickson worked him over. He started him with a change, then threw him a fastball. Struck him out swinging on a curveball. He starts him with a curve here in this inning, and there's a little nubber hit out to short. Rodriguez takes care of that. A curve and a change this time, and he gets the ground ball. Hellickson made a swipe at it with his glove and just barely got a piece of it. So that's 1-6-3 technically. Now Jeff Francoeur will bat. And he's out in front. Well, he'd seen a lot of fastballs and then a curveball to finish him in the third, and then starts him here. A big cut to miss. It was over that pitch. Breaking stuff. And then back with the change. I'll tell you, these two guys have been fun to watch tonight.
Yes, they have. And Jeremy Hellickson right now just one step ahead of the Royals hitters. Pumping full of fastballs early and getting it by him. Now in this at-bat, a couple of change-ups, and has had him way out in front.
And then late on the fastball.
I mean, way late. That's what I'm talking about. That good changeup from Jeremy Hellickson will add miles an hour to the fastball. well, your brain and your body slows down. You're way out in front of that changeup, and you're trying to pace yourself a little bit. And then all of a sudden, 92 looks like 95, 96, and you're way late.
A shot outside with a fastball. It's 1-2. Minnesota leading Boston 5-2 now. Ground ball fair past Longoria. Hits the low sidewall, kicks back to Jennings, and a throw into second base. Frank Ford's in with a double.
Now let's take a look at this swing by Frank Court. 2-strike, checkers, double of the game. Breaking ball down. Look at him go down there and get it. That ball's going to bounce. I mean, this ball is going to hit dirt. And he goes down there and gets it and keeps it fair. Gets it by Longoria into the corner for 1-out double.
Here's Giovitella. Pitch is a strike off the fastball. Giovitella struck out on a changeup in the first. Had to bunt his way on in the fourth, and Longoria made a very good play on that ball. And it's second with one away. Ground ball by the mound to second. Right there's Zobrist. Throw to first in time. Francoeur goes to third. Giovitella punched it by the mound and grounds out. Now Mike Moustakas. Moustakas struck out and grounded out. Strike away from the left-handed hitter. It's this one a long way, but it's going to be foul. Hellickson is up in the count 0-2. Well, for the most part this year, Hellickson, who has pitched well, has also received pretty good run support. But like most Rays pitchers here at home, it drops quite a bit. On the road, every 9 innings, he's gotten over 8 runs a game. And at home, about what the Rays have averaged, 3.38 runs. Nothing tonight in a 1-0 game.
His last 6 starts at home, he's 4-2. A very good ERA. In those 2 losses, the Rays have scored exactly 0 runs while he's been out on the mound.
Yep. The ground ball chopped towards short. Rodriguez makes the play. No runs, a hit, and a man left. Bottom of the 6th coming, 1-0. Kansas. Montgomery. Alex Gordon doubled. Cabrera singled, and 1 out later, Eric Hosmer on the excuse me swing scored Gordon. Since then, Hellickson has settled in. 7 strikeouts through 6 innings. He's made 81 pitches. And Luke Hochhaver has been equally as tough through 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, no walks, and the Rays have just 4 hits off him. Sean Rodriguez in the box to lead it off. Fastball is inside. A couple of double play balls here in the last 2 innings when the Rays put the leadoff man aboard in both the 4th and 5th frames. 1-1. So the Rays trying to get something going here against this tough right-hander. Shaver has been very good since the All-Star break. 2-1. Boston has tied Minnesota 5-5 in the top of the 6th. David Ortiz hit a 2-run home run, and Jared Saltalamacchia hit 1. Now 2-2 the count to Rodriguez. John goes after that high fastball and fouls it. Trying to get on top of that high fastball.
And anytime you can get a hitter talking to himself, as a pitcher, that's what you're looking to do. He's trying to tell himself, keep it in the zone.
He lifts the fly ball into left center. Center fielder Cabrera makes the catch.
Now, what you see from Hochhaver is just tremendous amounts of movement both ways. I mean, those to the righties, he's able to throw. He's had good command of the slider. Been a good late break in the in the mid 80s range. The cutter has been in the upper 80s, and that's had some nasty movement away from the righty into the lefty. And then that sinker, throwing that 93, 94, that darting action. And there was the cutter. He just got a little around that pitch, kind of flat, but with the sinker slider working very well tonight.
The 1-0 pitch. Well, I'll tell you,
that ball just disappears.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it looks like it's got like the trajectory of like a fighter jet that just rolls over. I mean, it's going and then it's just gone.
Well, now Jennings shortens on the bat, takes a pitch inside. And there's a lot of late movement.
Yeah.
You're right on that bunt. That ball almost moved into his bat.
And he almost didn't get it pulled back in time.
Yep. Ground ball to third. Fair. Moustakas makes the throw to first. 2 up and 2 down. Johnny Damon, he struck out and grounded out. Damon came up originally with Kansas City in '95. Count is a ball and no strikes. Two and 0. Two and 1. Yeah, these at bats for the Rays hitters have not been fun tonight against Hochhaver. And a pop up, middle of the infielder. Hochhaver making the catch, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. On to the 7th, 1-0 Kansas City. As we go to the 7th, Jeremy Hellickson continues to pitch well for the Rays. He's been very good at home. You see the last 6 home starts with a .228 earned run average and a record of 4-2. And as you mentioned, Brian, no runs of support in the 2 losses.
I got one complaint about that graphic right there. We're highlighting Jeremy Hellickson's home starts, and we have him in road gray.
Yep, that's a great point. Fly ball into short right. Joyce comes to get it. That's 1 away.
I'll have to pay closer attention next time when I pick that picture out, because that did not translate well.
No, I didn't. You know, you're showing all kinds of abilities here. I mean, executive level ability. I mean, really. I mean, talent, producer. Now executive level ability.
Well,
That's
you know what?
I
surround myself with tremendous people, and you all rub off on me.
Well, just remember to delegate.
That's the one flaw.
Yeah.
The one fatal flaw.
A perfectionist such as you. I mean, you want to do it all.
I mean, it's just about taking in information, synthesizing it, and then making it happen, baby.
Yeah.
Putting it into practice.
But the rest of us just want you to know that you can count on us. We'll come to
no, there's no question. Yeah. No question. It's a tremendous group.
This one is down 1-1. Yeah, and I mean, I'm speaking for every single member of this crew.
You sure about that?
Yeah. We would just say, any one of us, we're there for you. Lean on us. Okay? Just want you to know that. Now back to the game. The 1-1 pitch. This is driven deep to center field by Pena, and it's caught by Upton. 2 gone.
Oh, you got to jump on this one. I'll tell you what, this summer is heating up, and it has been for a couple of months, Dwayne.
Yep.
And the Rays have a 6-pack offer just for you. The Rays Summer Select 6-pack enables you to choose your games in August and starts at just $48. Visit RaysBaseball.com or call 888-FAN-RAYS today, and you might want to jump on it because the games in August are running out.
They are. Not too many left. And I just also want to tell you that as it heats up, it's really been heating up around the entire country. And the great secret is it's been beautiful here.
Yeah.
Hasn't been nearly as hot as it's been way north. And here we've enjoyed a great summer.
We absolutely have.
Yep. 1-0 the count to Gordon. This pitch is down a bit. 2-0. How about this for Hellickson tonight? Through the first 27 hitters, 22 first pitch strikes.
Well,
watching him is not surprising, is it?
No, I was going to say, the way that he's been carving up this Royal lineup.
Down to short. Rodriguez with a nice pickup. 1, 2, 3 go the Royals. We got to the bottom of the 7th. 1-0 Kansas City. This game moves into the home half of the 7th, and Evan Longoria stands in the batter's box, takes the first pitch as it breaks down and away. Curveball out of the strike zone. 1-0. Longoria, Zobrist, and Kochman. Comes back with another curveball, and that one drops in, taken for a strike. Koshaver on the hill. Koshaver with a career mark of 27-40, 8-8 this year, and pitching well lately and very well tonight. 2-1. Off speed stuff here to Longoria so far. A couple of curveballs and a changeup, and it's 2-1. Stays away. 3 balls and a strike. And a ground ball to short. Escobar makes the play. That gives Evan 1 for 3. He's the first out in the 7th. Well, the Rays have no runs, 4 hits. Kansas City 1 run on 6 hits. And the hit that drove in the only run of this game was, well, I'm not sure I really mean to swing, and I'm not going to swing. But he made contact, Barry Cosmer, and dropped a base hit into short left near the line, and that drove in Gordon back in the first, and that's been the only run. So these two pitchers have been dominating figures tonight. Zobrist takes a curveball down and in. There's a strike. 1-1. Upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. It's now 3-1. The Rays put 2 men on base with 1 out in the 2nd inning. It's been the only frame in which they've had a man as far as second base. Here's a walk drawn by Zobrist. First walk given up by Koshaver.
Well, celebrate that special occasion by purchasing a game-used lineup card, baseball, or autographed items from one of your favorite Rays players. These one-of-a-kind items can be purchased at raysbaseball.com/gameday or at the team store at Tropicana Field.
Well, now it's Casey Kochman. Casey jumped on a fastball, hit it very hard into right field in the 2nd inning. And in a good play by Giovatello back in the 4th inning, retired him. And that pitch is in there for a strike. Kochman, the 2nd leading hitter in the American League at .337 right now. Over to first. Zobrist started a little lean over there. Maybe tried to extend that lead when Koshaver went over there.
Try to maybe put a little pressure here on this Kansas City defense, and Koshaver in particular, who has given up 8 stolen bases this year, 8 out of 10. Doesn't not have a pickoff.
And a swing and a foul ball, just a little piece of that one, fouling it right back into Pena's mitt. time granted by the plate umpire. Now, after the second inning, the Rays got the leadoff base hit in the fourth by Longoria. Lost him. Hey, there's a ball that gets past Pena, and down to second base goes Zobrist. The curveball down, and now the Rays have a man in scoring position for only the second time in this game.
Yeah, break here for the Rays on the curveball by Hoshaver. This ball, he yanks it down and into Kochman. Let's see what Pena rotates, slides, never gets his legs down, never gets his knee down, doesn't establish a base, and that ball's able to squeeze through.
Pitch taken away, 2-2. Well, the Rays had Kochman at second in the second inning. Longoria and Upton had leadoff base hits in the fourth and fifth innings, but double plays erased those two runners. 2-2 pitch. Line drive and a base hit into center field. Zobrist rounding third. Cabrera is thrown to the plate, not in time. Down to second goes Kochman. This game is even at a run apiece. Base hit for Kochman. His 35th run batted in. He goes to second on the throw through to the plate.
Well, the ball up out over the plate. Kochman, a good swing to center. And look at that. It took Melky Cabrera a long time to get rid of that ball. When he came up with that ball in the outfield, at that point, Ben Zobrist was just at third base, but you saw him run a couple of steps and then crow hop and throw. So no chance to get him, and on that throw directly to the plate, Kochman moves up, and now he's in scoring position.
And B.J. Upton, who is 2 for 2 tonight, is the hitter for the Rays. And he takes a fastball low. Upton got a curveball back in the fifth inning and did a great job of hitting that ball on a line into left field for a base hit. Two balls, no strikes. And the Rays have a run on 5 hits. They turn the walk and the wild pitch into a run on Kochman's base hit. It's a strike. 2-1. BJ fouls it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, right there, getting back into the count, in a 2-2 count. Hoshaver throws that sinker down and in. BJ just trying to get a piece of it, foul it off, but he does have him now set up for something moving away. He didn't go with that hard cutter or the slider that's been very good for him. Try to get the strikeout here on BJ.
2-2 pitch, and that one stayed in. He tried a curveball, and now the count is full.
Now he wanted the breaking ball down and away. BJ's already hit that curveball out into left center field.
Now the 3-2, and he chases this one.
Well, that was the pitch after the fastball in to get the 2-2. That was the pitch he had him set up for. He tied him up with a sinker in on a foul ball. Then now the slider, nasty. This one he takes way off the plate and still gets the swing.
So 2 gone. Kochman still at second. Ned Yost holding a conference on the hill. Matt Joyce is going to be the hitter.
Well, introducing Fox Sports Game Connect, the ultimate online experience for fans. Log on to take part in the most interactive forum during Rays games. Stats, trends, exclusive analysis, and live Twitter feeds. Plus, you can even share your thoughts with the game broadcast. Fox Sports Game Connect now available on foxsportsflorida.com.
And they're going to walk Joyce with Chirinos, a right-handed hitter, due next. So Joyce, who, as we have shown you earlier, did hit the home run off Joe Shaver over in Kansas City, will not get a chance to swing the bat in the 7th inning tonight. So he'll be intentionally walked. With Chirinos due. So the Royals take advantage of the option they have with first base open to put Joyce there. Well, Robinson Chirinos has come up with some big hits for the Rays. He'll be in a big spot now. This is the one against Toronto of Sean Camp.
Well, that was after he tied it earlier in the game.
Yep.
A base hit up the middle. Actually with 2 outs off Sean Camp. Previous inning.
So here he is with runners at first and second. 2 outs in the tie game, 1-1. And a check swing, a little foul ball, strike 1. Rays have tied it in the 7th. Swing and a miss. The fastball in on him. 0-2.
That's that pitch that's given right-handed hitters trouble all night long. The sinker in off the plate with the late movement. We have seen that pitch and that swing too many times tonight.
In there again. Chirinos started to offer and checked. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, here it is. In off again. Late movement. He holds up on this one.
1-2. Swing and a pop up. Right side. Hosmer. Fair ball, and he makes the catch, retiring the side. The Rays get a run. Ben Zobrist scores from second on the base hit to center by Casey Kochman. This game is knotted 1-1 through 7th.
race fans, you can win a VIP baseball experience presented by Captain Morgan. Go to www.raysbaseball.com/captain to enter. Tell you what, take a look at that picture, and if that doesn't give you a leg up, I don't know what will.
Todd Callis is already entered.
That's right. And why wouldn't he?
8th inning underway as the hitter Melky Cabrera fouls away that first pitch. 1 strike. A run, 6 hits, no errors for Kansas City. A run, 5 hits, no errors for the Rays. It's 1-1. Hellickson in the low 90s in pitch count. 91 right now. 2 balls and a strike. Through 109 pitches in 7 innings in Seattle on the last day of July to pick up his 10th win. Foul back. 2-2. We'll be with you tomorrow at 6:30 on Sun Sports. James Shields will be on the hill for the Rays against left-hander Jeff Francis. Shields looking for his 11th win of the year tomorrow night here. Pitch in on Cabrera, and he pops it up. Zobrist makes the catch. 1 away in the 8th.
In on is a great way to describe that pitch. That ball was way in off the plate. Cabrera looking to do some damage. Great breakout there by Jeremy Hellickson with the pitch count.
There's Joel Peralta now, who's starting to get loose in the bullpen. One ball, no strikes. Butler doubled in the 3rd. Pitch is close. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch is foul back. It's 2-1. Just in case you were wondering, Kochman, who drove in the game-tying run with his 2nd hit of the night, is up to 339. He started this game tied with Michael Young for 2nd at 336. Young is 0 for 2 tonight for Texas, so he's at 334. They're both chasing Adrian Gonzalez, who was hitting 348 going into the Boston game in Minnesota tonight. 3-1 the count now to Butler. Boston started the night a game up on New York at 11 in front of the Rays. The Rays 10 back in the wild card race. 3-2 the count now to Butler.
That's not even fair. 3-1 changeup. Look at this, right down the middle too. Butler looking to hit that ball a mile. Tad out in front.
That's foul. Back a 3rd. Gonzalez for Boston tonight's 1 out of 2. So he's at the 349. Kochman 339. I mean, that's quite an accomplishment by Kochman already to be 2nd in the league in hitting. Boy, I wouldn't put it past him to get really hot now. 3-2. That's fouled out of play.
Well, he does have shoot, he's got an 8-game hitting streak now.
Yeah.
And what is that? I guess now 7 out of his last 10 games multi-hit. So he's starting to crank it up.
He might make a run.
Yeah.
At that batting title.
Absolutely.
What a story that would be.
Just a few short months ago, we were talking about what kind of offense can the Rays expect out of Casey Kotchman.
Yeah.
How about 339 in August?
That pitch is ball 4. Curveball thrown into the dirt. That'll be the second walk given up by Hellickson, and Jim Hickey's going to go to the mound. So Eric Hosmer is going to be the hitter, who is 1 for 3. He has the base hit that gave them their first run, but Hellickson has pitched him very tough.
This is the sequence you'd like to see in a bat like this. Change up out in front. Okay, now what? Well, throw a fastball down the middle, catch you by surprise. Now you're ready. Oh, curveball. Drop it below the zone for strike 3. 3 high-quality pitches. The fastball not in the best spot, but it was all set up by that changeup. Surprised Hosmer, and then he gets him with the curve.
And he got Hosmer on a ground ball in the 6th inning. A combination of a curve and a changeup. And here he is again. 282 with 10 home runs. And the first pitch is a fastball for a strike.
How about I go right to the outside corner and I put it right at your kneecap? How about that for strike 1?
I tell you, these guys have, we've said it earlier, but they have been fun to watch.
Yes, they have. I mean, just carving up lineups, making quality pitches.
And a bit right there. Straighten them up.
And just in case you had any thoughts about diving out over the plate, I'm going to put one right under your armpit.
Yeah, that's called preventive maintenance by a pitcher right there. A 1-1 count to Hosmer. And that pitch is just a little bit away, I think.
That was a pretty good pitch there. And watch Hosmer kind of pull off it a little bit. That right there.
Boy, what a difference that makes. Now it's 2-1 instead of 1-2. And you've just made a perfect pitch.
That is a big difference. I mean, the 1-2 to 2-1, I think, is the biggest in the game.
Shot it again out there and missed. Now it's 3 balls and a strike. And he loses him. The changeup outside, back-to-back walks. And Joe Madden coming up and out of the dugout, headed to the mound. So the walks to Butler and Hosmer, and that's going to be the end of the evening for Hellickson, who worked 7 1/3. We'll be back in a moment. Rays have made a pitching change. Walks to Butler and Hosmer, putting men at first and second with one out. Joel Peralta is the new pitcher.
And he's on for the 55th time. 2-4 records, worked 50 2/3 innings. Good opponent's average, 213. Has the 42 strikeouts and needs to come up with a couple of big pitches here in the 8th inning.
Chris Getz is running at second base in the place of Billy Butler. And Jeff Francoeur is the hitter. The pitch is low, ball popping away from Chirinos, and Getz trying to look in to get an angle, but did not attempt to move up.
Just a yanked fastball there by Peralta, and Chirinos goes down. It's able to sneak underneath the glove. Finds it quickly enough, and Getz, not a very good read, decides to hold up, stay at second base.
Pitch is down, 2-0. Francoeur 2 out of 2 lifetime against Peralta. And that's a strike at the knees. Fastball down there. 2-1. And now it's a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Peralta worked 2 innings against Oakland in yesterday's game. Gave up a couple of hits and a walk, picked up a strikeout, no runs. Three and 1 to Francoeur. Fouls it back. So the count runs full. Rays tied it with a run in the 7th, and on a couple of walks, the Royals threatened in the 8th inning.
Well, you got to make a pitch here. You don't want to walk Francoeur, obviously. Get the bases loaded. Much tougher situation. Expect Peralta to try to work something down and away from Francoeur. Francoeur, we've seen that 2-strike approach, still takes a pretty good swing. Did have a good at-bat off Hellickson where he took a curveball right off the ground and yanked it down the line into the corner. Right now he wants to drive in a run.
Tends to be aggressive by nature anyway, and he lines this one, caught by Longoria. Steptoe across to first, and it skips by Konchman. He's hustling after it. Over to third base goes Getz. Hosmer down to second base, and the runners move up as the Rays attempted to get a quick double play to end the inning. So Francoeur hit the ball on a line to Longoria, and Evan with a quick throw across the diamond to first could not make an accurate throw, and Konchman could not handle it.
Yeah, not a bad idea. This ball working in, breaks the bat of Francoeur. Nice play by Evan up the line, and then right here he feels like he's got to play, and he does. But that ball right there is almost like Konchman got shielded. Royals able to move up 90 feet. Now have runners at second and third with 2 outs.
Second and third, 2 gone. Giovatella, the second baseman, is the hitter. the pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 9th error of the year charged to Longoria. Votella 0 for 3 tonight. Takes a look at strike 1. He's coming off of 5 of 11 series in Detroit. The 1-1. And that's a strike at the knees. A ball and 2 strikes. Votella was hitting .338 at AAA. One-two delivery. Did he go? Oh, he did not. Well, the Rays thinking maybe he did go around, but not so, says Ron Culpa down at first.
Oh, I'd like to see that again. It certainly looked like he did go on the split. Ooh.
Yeah, I'd say you could say he went around.
Yeah, absolutely, very easily.
And
with plenty of justification. Here it is. Here's the split, middle of the plate down.
You missed that one up.
Well, Joe Madden not happy. Thinks they should be out of the inning.
Well, and you've got a great view over there. Joe Madden, everybody on that bench. That's that side view where you could see the swing or not. They're absolutely convinced, and I think they've got a pretty good argument.
2-2 now to Votella. And he lifts a pop fly left center. Upton is there to make the catch, and that retires the side. They leave 2 men in scoring position. We go to the bottom of the 8th, tied 1-1. Brought to you by Tires Plus. The plus is in everything we do. By Checkers, Feast On. And by Mercedes-Benz. Located on the web at MBUSA.com. Well, the starters are out of this game now. It's tied 1-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning, and Aaron Crow will take over for Kansas City. Sean Rodriguez leads it off, and the pitch is down. First pitch from Crow in there at 95. Rodriguez lifts a high fly center field. Cabrera is there to make the play. That's the first out. Shaver made 106 pitches. He worked 7 innings. Gave up a run on 5 hits. Struck out 7, walked 2. Gives way to Crow.
Crow with a big arm. You see the fastball. Nice job by these two starters. Comes down to a battle of the bullpens. Here in the bottom of the 8th.
2-0 the count. Well, there were a couple of good things about the top of the 8th for the Rays. Number one, getting out of that and leaving 2 men in scoring position. And the other thing is that Billy Butler, their big DH, was lifted for a pinch runner, and he's out of the game.
Yeah, how about that?
Desmond takes it wide.
And going for that win, going for that run right then and there in the top of the 8th inning. You sacrifice maybe your best hitter.
And a foul ball. So we go to 3-2. Managers tend to be a little more aggressive that way on the road than they would be at home. And runs were very difficult to get off both starting pitchers tonight. Jennings bounces one foul. Desmond, who struck out twice, is grounded out, once to second and the other time to third. And there is ball 4. So with 1 out, the Rays have a base runner with speed.
Now it adds a completely different dynamic to this inning when you can get a guy like Desmond Jennings on first base with his speed. Now the Royals have to be worried about the stolen base. Crow in particular. You obviously got to hold him on now. You leave a huge hole on the right side for Johnny Damon to try to roll something through.
Crow takes a toss over to first. Jennings 6 of 8. Opponents 5 of 6 running with Crow on the hill. Pitch is high to Damon. Johnny 0 for 3 against Hochevar tonight. Jennings is back in at first. And again a move. Desmond back in. High that he did not go. And a strike. 2-1. Crow's most recent outing was on the 5th in their series against Detroit. He gave up, turned out to be the winning run. There goes Desmond Jennings. The pitch is a ball and the throw is not in time. Desmond steals his way into scoring position. That's his 7th stolen base this year.
Well, that's what we talked about. You put him on base, you add a different dynamic. Here's the stolen base. He gets in, the throw high anyway. And now, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ray's got a runner in scoring position with tremendous speed.
3-1 to count to Damon. And there's ball 4. There are a couple walks. Evan Longoria will be the hitter. Blake Wood in the bullpen. The Crow entered the game Friday against Detroit in the 10th inning. Gave up a leadoff walk and ultimately the go-ahead run by the Detroit Tigers. Kansas City lost that game 4-3. Evan Longoria is going to be the hitter. Evan connected for his 16th home run in the game yesterday when he hit a fastball delivered by Grant Balfour. He's 1 for 3 tonight. He singled to center off Hochevar back in the 4th inning. The pitch, check swing, and a roller to third. Barehanded pickup, and the throw to first is in time. Moustakis to Hosmer. The runners advance. Jennings to third, and Damon into second.
Well, that was a nice play by Moustakis because you're not expecting this from Evan Longoria, so he's got to come from deep third to make that barehanded in the throw, and does it very nicely. Check swing there.
Now Ben Zobrist will be the hitter against Crow. Ben swings, lifts a pop foul. That's headed toward the stands and will be out of play into the stands. Moustakis gave it a reach. Boy, that would have been quite a play, reaching in there.
Well, I think if he would have got there earlier, he could have had a better play on it. He gets there and then has to reach back. See how he has to reach back? Now, that may have been a little bit too far regardless.
Strike the count. Zobrist started to go, check. Pitch blocked by Pena. It's 1-1. Hot shot foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch with some break in on Zobrist, and he pulled it foul. Bottom of the 8th, runners at second and third. The pitch is off the plate. In 2-2. Kansas City had runners ultimately at second and third with 2 outs in the top of the inning. Rays in at second and third now with 2 gone, and a swing and a miss by Zobrist. Pitch breaking down and in. Rays lead 2. We go to the 9th, tied at 1.
getaway text poll question of the evening. We asked you, there's 4 teams that we have on the list that are below 500. Who do you think will turn it around the first amongst this group in the future? Is it the Royals, TB1, the A's, TB2, the Mariners, TB3, or the Orioles, TB4? Text your votes to 789-789, standard message and data rate supply, guys.
Well, we go into the 9th inning here. Kyle Farnsworth will be the new pitcher for the Rays. Peralta worked 2/3, stranded 2. Hellickson 7 1/3, gave up a run on 6 hits, struck out 7. And Kyle Farnsworth comes on.
Oh, non-save situation here, just trying to hold it down. Rays offense on for the 49th time.
And the pitch is popped up. Rodriguez at shortstop takes care of that popper off the bat of Mike Moustakas.
Nothing better than that for a pitcher. 1 pitch, 1 out.
That'll be Escobar. Twins have tied that game with Boston at the end of 8. It's 6-6. Escobar takes the pitch outside. 1-0. There's a strike, now 1-1. Kyle pitched 1 inning yesterday against Oakland. Foul, 1-2. Run 6 hits for Kansas City, a run 5 hits for the Rays. And a swing and a miss. Boy, Escobar come close to hitting that pitch. It just ran away from him.
Now he started his swing, and this ball, late movement, just darts off the plate, and he cannot hold up. Look at this thing just go away, and trust me, the mind said no, and body said it's just the bat's in motion. Too late.
There's the catcher, Manny Pena. Takes the pitch for a strike. Pena walked back in the second. A couple of fly balls tonight. Thrown into the dirt, that pitch, and it's 1-1. But inside. 2 balls and a strike. There's strike 2. Breaking off the plate. And a little comebacker on a check swing. Pena's out of there. Farnsworth to Kochman. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It'll be Kochman to lead it off, followed by Upton and Joyce. We're tied 1-1.
authority of the Tampa Bay Rays and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Bottom of the ninth inning here at Tropicana Field tonight. This game tied 1-1. Blake Wood enters this game. Wood, another hard thrower out of the Kansas City bullpen.
Well, on for the 38th time. He's got the perfect record, 5-0. A couple of holds, ERA in the mid-threes, 43 strikeouts, 48 innings.
And Casey Kochman, who drove in the tying run in the 7th inning with a base hit. Casey is 2 out of 3 tonight. And if it hadn't been for a very good play by Giamatello back in the 4th inning, he could be 3 for 3. Goes after this one and hits it deep to center. Cabrera's going to go all the way to the wall. Gone! Home run for Kochman, and the Rays win it in a walk-off. Casey Kochman hits his 7th home run of the year, and the Rays win it 2-1.
Happy birthday, Dwayne Stats, courtesy of Casey Kochman.
And the Rays take game 1 of this series.
Wow.
How about Casey Kochman?
And you're talking about a guy that, you wonder about his power. Hits for big average, not a lot of power, but every once in a while he will ambush. And when you get one out here dead central, you know there's some juice in that bat.
Kochman jumped on that first pitch. Here it is. He wasn't taking anything for granted. He's taken off.
No, absolutely. Out of the box hard. He put a charge into it, and it just clears the wall. All Melky Cabrera can do is take a look, and the Rays celebrate.
So the Rays score a run in the 7th to tie it and get the game winner on the home run by Kochman, who goes 3 for 4 tonight. He drove in the tying run in the 7th. He drives in the winning run with a walk-off home run in the 9th inning. Farnsworth's going to get the win. Wood takes the loss on the only pitch he threw. And the Rays come away big winners tonight, 2-1. Let's go down to the field where Todd Callis stands by with Casey Kochman right now.
Dwayne, thank you. Casey, what a game. First pitch there in that 9th inning. Were you just trying to think he's getting ahead with a fastball and try and go after it?
I was just trying to see the ball and hit it and see what happens, and fortunately I squared it up.
And you hit it to the deepest part of the field. What'd you think?
I thought I had no chance, to be honest with you.
Ball kept carrying for you tonight. How was that celebration afterwards? And we saw them beat up Robinson Trinos. Did they give you a little more courtesy having the big league experience?
Man, I don't know. There's a big wad of gum on the plate, so try not to trip and fall on that.
Casey, earlier in the game, you had the big first RBI to get the team on the board. You have so many at-bats where you get down in the count, you just battle and battle. What's your approach when you get down 2 strikes like that?
I'm just trying to put the ball in play, see the ball and try to hit it, and hopefully you find a hole.
When you guys had that one play today, and Evan almost made a phenomenal double play, were you screened a little bit on that throw from him?
I just messed it up. I tried to pick it and tag him all in one motion, and I should have kept the ball in front of me and didn't do it.
We watch you all year long make every play, so we just thought maybe somehow you got screened there. For this team, it was a 3-3 start to the homestand to kick off this series with a win, especially the way Jeremy Hellickson kept you guys around. Really had to feel good.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate we weren't able to get him a W. He's been pitching well, and, hopefully we can start scoring some runs for our starters.
Yeah, and you did get the... That's where your that's where your reflexes come in.
Yeah, maybe you guys trying to mess up my eyes again.
Yeah, see, no, we don't need any of that. I'll let you go now. That was good reflexes. That was good. That's why you pick all those throws at first, right?
Yeah.
All right, Casey, go ahead. That's Casey Kochman, guys. Back to you.
All right, Casey Kochman with some great evasive action right here. So he comes up a winner again. And he made the Rays winners tonight with that walk-off home run. his 56th career home run, and that's his first walk-off homer. And he hit it out to dead center to give the Rays the victory here tonight by a score of 2-1. Rays and the Royals again tomorrow night. We'll be with you at 6:30 on Sun Sports. James Shields goes after victory number 11 tomorrow against left-hander Jeff Francis. Now for Brian Anderson and Todd Callis, this is Dwayne Stats. Great to have you with us. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast. Rays win it in walk-off style, 2-1. See you next on Rays Live, the postgame.